So, what was supposed to be a really joyful evening for me and my family turned into a very stressful one because initially I had to rush my son to Emerge because as soon as I picked him up from school, he was complaining his left ear was really hurting, which usually when he says that, it's an ear infection, and we've been fighting them for a while thanks to third-hand smoke and allergies, and we've had ear infection, strep throat, fluid in the ear. He has it's swollen from both ears to his throat, and we're trying to deal with that. But his dad chose not to pick up the nasal spray that he needed for the weekend, and he didn't have it all weekend, despite that he needed it, and had to go through a trial to see if we needed to get referred to the ears, nose, and mouth specialist, which sucks. So his ear is red, but we still need to try and deal with this nasal spray. So we rushed home, had dinner, and then we had to rush back to the school because it was my son's Christmas concert. Now, I got there for 6:30 to drop my son off with his class, and my daughter and I were waiting in line, and my parents were coming behind us because there was no point in them being that early because the doors didn't open till 6:50 because his was the second round. For whatever reason they do it in 3 different rounds, I guess because the gym is so small and there's so many kids. Anyways, so they came into the school around 6:45, and as they started walking towards where I was standing in line, they saw my ex, Kyle, and his parents and his partner and their child down the hall. Now, that is a major breach in his probation order because he's not supposed to be allowed to be within 200 yards of me. And I don't know why he thought it would be okay for him to show up, because how else was our son going to get to his Christmas concert if I wasn't taking him there? And I didn't attend the matinee, the one during the day, because I had to attend the evening one. So I didn't attend to give him the opportunity to still go see our son's Christmas concert. So my mom had texted me the moment she had seen him. And so, of course, I'm on the phone with 911 to report a breach in his probation. And then we got in. I sat down, had a couple seats. My parents came and sat with us. I guess he must have seen my parents because he disappeared, but his parents, his partner, and their child ended up sitting 2 rows behind us. So that was a pretty stressful event for me to deal with that. And then after all that, I had to go to the RCMP detachment to give my statement. I have a feeling they didn't really recognize me because I just cut my hair and dyed my hair today. So it's really short and it's not the same color. Definitely, of course, you guys probably could tell. But it was really hard to be able to really enjoy my son's Christmas concert on my time. It was my time, and I still gave him, like, I didn't attend the matinee. He also has not communicated whatsoever in the last month and a bit since I blocked his partner from all communication, because I won't deal with her harassment, her abuse, her stalking. I don't know why she feels like she has to justify herself. I'm done trying to prove myself because there's no reason that I need to. So he hasn't tried to reach out to my parents to try and communicate, to even ask, like, hey, which one is Courtney attending, so he knows to avoid. I don't know why he chose to risk it. I don't know why he does anything anymore. I don't understand it at all. So that was a fun evening. Now the RCMP are just waiting for a statement from my parents, and they're going to do an investigation. I hate our justice system because they have to do an investigation and then they have to send it to the Crown for the Crown to make a decision if they're going to press charges or not, which he breached his probation. So I don't like, it's a very frustrating system, and I've been told that it can take a couple months for a decision if something's going to happen. But in the meantime, I have nonstop anxiety, and I am going to have to deal with this, and I'm already expecting a huge explosion from him in the next couple weeks because school's almost done. Friday's the last day, and then we go into 2 weeks of Christmas vacation, which means I have to do exchanges face-to-face and not have the school do most of those exchanges, which should be interesting because my son does not want to go to his dad's because my son's still struggling with poop accidents, which is probably because of a lot of the stress that's going on, and his dad has chosen to punish him, like completely punish him to the point that last Sunday he wasn't allowed to play at all. He was